What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. And this is a very interesting one because it's very easy, and I believe a lot of you can do this one because all you need is just a knowledge of HTML, CSS, or maybe Excel, Microsoft Excel, and you're definitely going to make money from this. This job promises to pay around $15 per hour if you can just apply for this job. And it's very new, and I've personally applied for this. I've been shortlisted. I have passed through the test, so I'm going to tell you what to expect during the testing phase and what to expect during your interviews. Because after your test, you're going to do a 15 minutes interview, which is also not very technical. And I believe this is something that a majority of you watching this video can actually apply for and actually make money from. So let me dive into my computer, guys, and I will show you how to actually get this job. Now, why I always use LinkedIn is this. If you click on Superannotate website and you go to see positions, you'll notice that a lot of the kind of positions I want you guys to apply for, which are the remote working positions, which normally come with a 1099 contract. If you don't know what that means, it's basically just a freelance contract, meaning you're not like a full-time staff, but you're a contractor, an independent contractor. So if you go to their website, their career section, you always see like just these normal full-time roles. And these are not what we're looking for. So you want to go to LinkedIn and you want to search for code reviewer for LLM, so large language models. So you can change this location to your country because I've changed this to Nigeria. So when you go ahead and click on the search button, it's going to load up this page where you will see a lot of LLM positions. But in this case, in Nigeria, they only have the one for Excel currently present. You can also apply for different programming language. You'll see HTML, you'll see CSS, you'll see JavaScript, Python. But for the sake of topicality, I only put HTML and CSS. Doesn't mean if you have experience with other language, you can't apply for. Personally, I selected HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for my own application. So you just want to go ahead, like in this one now, I can see that they have the code reviewer for LLM. This is a Nigerian role, and you can see for your country, there are different roles that you see. So the job is Superannotate. This is the company we were working for. So you can even just go ahead and click on the home page of Superannotate. And when you click on this homepage for Superannotate, you're going to see a lot of roles here. You can see a lot of roles that they have vacancies for. So depending on your country, you can just go through them. And trust me, they have positions for a whole lot of countries. Depending on your country, you will definitely see something for your country. So you can see this. This is for Los Angeles. I can see for South Africa. I can see for Russia. I can see for there's India. There are different countries here. So let me just go ahead and show you the application process so you don't make any mistake while doing your application. So when I go back and I click on the one for Nigeria, which currently they're advertising for Excel, so Microsoft Excel. And this doesn't mean you won't see other positions. You will see for HTML, CSS, and everything, which I will show you in a bit. But I think for if you're in a country where they actually specify Excel, like Nigeria currently, you should just go ahead and apply for Excel. So when I did my application, I applied for HTML and CSS. I still got shortlisted for it. I took the test. I passed the whole stages. So, but if you want to be safe, I think you should just go for the one for Excel. So go ahead and click on it and click on apply. It's going to load a Google form, which is loading right here. Now you just go down to this Google form and you can see the process for the whole application. So they take you through a test phase with CodeByte. You're going to take a test phase with CodeByte, and it's going to be like around 120 minutes. In my own experience, it was 1 hour 20 minutes for the test. So you're going to take this. So after this, you take the test. They gave me 3 questions. Now for the test, what I mean by you can pass the test is this: you can actually use ChatGPT, you know how those things work. So you just use the multimodal function of ChatGPT. That means you take a picture of the screen and take the test. So when you get shortlisted, you can write down in comments. I can write better guide for you on how to go through the test process and what you would expect in the interview process. So you want to go down when you see the application and go ahead and fill in your email. And when you fill in your email, you put your full name, you put your LinkedIn link. By now, I expect a lot of you to already have LinkedIn. I've told you how important it is to actually be on LinkedIn. Now, if you're applying for the Excel position and you don't have any experience on Excel on your LinkedIn profile, you can just go ahead and fill that in your LinkedIn experience. So go ahead, upload your CV. Now, see where I'm talking about the skill now. You see, you can choose any programming language you want to work on. So this will be a very good job if if you're not a beginner, because they actually need people with advanced knowledge. But if you're good enough to some certain extent and you're looking for your first job, this is a very good one because it will help you improve your skills also. So now you want to go down so now you want to go down and you know click on which language you want. So in this case, I'm going to just put Excel because this is what they are advertising for Nigeria. But like I said, I applied for HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I still got shortlisted. Then you want to put your other skills and share your country. Yeah, you fill your country. So irrespective of any country you are, honestly, you can actually use this same link, which I'm going to copy and add to the top pinned comment in my comment section. So you can use the same link irrespective of your country. Just make sure to select your country in this space here because the link is the same for any country. So just go ahead and fill this. You put your skill, the years of the skill. So if you're putting three programming language, maybe you put Excel, HTML, JavaScript, or CSS. Just make sure you put the years of experience you have in these languages. Then after this, where you heard about us, go ahead and put here, then provide a link to relevant project. You can leave this one blank. Honestly, did leave it blank and I still got shortlisted. Then you get the whole briefing and you tell them yes and go ahead and submit this. Now, this is what to expect after you finish this application process I've just shared you now. Like I said, the link will be in the top comment. So even if you're not on LinkedIn, you can still apply for it. And even if you don't have a LinkedIn account and you don't want to create a LinkedIn account, you can still apply. That space of LinkedIn link, just look for a generic LinkedIn link and put it there. You understand? Just make sure you apply for this. And it's a very easy application because it's just a Google form you're filling. Now, it's going to take about a week for them to get back to you, and they're going to send you a link to take the test in CodaByte. Now, the test is going to be three questions and they may be quite technical. If you're very good with programming or with Excel, depending on which you applied for, you're going to pass the test. But if you need some extra like assistance, you can snap, because you're not allowed to actually navigate through different tabs, copy, paste. So you just use the phone to snap, and get aid with an AI. I'm going to explain further if you need help when you get shortlisted. Then after that, it's going to take about 5 days and they're going to get back to you with an interview. And after the interview process, it takes another around 1 week and you're going to get onboarded into the actual project, which pays around $15 per hour.